Scott Auchmoody. Scott's speech tonight is sharks. Scott Auchmoody, sharks.
I'm an avid scuba diver, and I love sharks. I'm going to tell you something that you may not want to hear, something that you may not even believe, but sharks are our friends. Now, go with me on this. Sharks have kind of gotten a bad rap. They have this reputation of being horrible and mean, and that's all Hollywood. And that's all because of the movies. I mean, we have things like Jaws 1 through 5. We've got Sharknado 1 through, I don't know what they're up to now. And I think the last year they did the Megalodon, which was, about a shark that hasn't existed for 2.5 million years. But it was a good movie, so I won't, diss on it too much. But that really misaligns what sharks are. And let me explain what they are. They're basically custodians of the sea, and they are an apex predator, and that means that across the whole ocean, they go and nothing else really takes care of sharks. Sharks go after what they want. But just like the nature shows you watch, where there's a lion, and then there's, say, a herd of gazelle. There's the gazelles that aren't quite as fast as the other ones. They're a little sick, or getting too old. In the animal kingdom, they don't have rest homes. So when you get to be a little bit slow, something a little bit bigger than you, a little bit meaner than you comes along and takes you out. And in the ocean, that's a shark. But they're doing us a favor. What they do is they keep the oceans clean, they keep everything kind of nice and tidy, right? So the sharks go through and they keep all this stuff together, and they keep it all healthy. So they therefore are our friends. They protect the ocean, take care of it. And I love them. I mean, I would just go and, I'm not saying you should go out and give the sharks a big bear hug. I would, but I'm a scuba diver and therefore a little bit insane. But I wouldn't recommend that you do that. And sharks come in all sizes. Like down here in Laguna, you'll see little tiny sharks called horn sharks, only about 1.5 foot long, tiny things. Cute as can be. They run from you. Don't worry, they won't bite your toes. They go away from you every time you get in the water. They're scared to death of you, but they're very cute. And that goes to the other side. There's also things called whale sharks. If you take a look at your, I have a handout. When I was in La Paz Bay, a couple years back, I saw these whale sharks, and these things are huge. These guys get to be upwards of 60 feet long. And the one I saw was not quite that big. It was kind of a medium-sized one, about 25 feet long. But they are not scary at all. These things they're not threatening. They don't even have teeth. They have a huge mouth, and they go up to the top of the water, and they just go, and like a big pool skimmer, skim along the water and eat up all the little krill and all the little things floating at the top. And they clean up the ocean, like pool skimmers for the whole ocean. They're just wonderful. Now, I didn't feel always quite this at home and relaxed with sharks. Now, if you flip on the other side, there's a little picture. The very first time I went on a real shark dive, I was in Hawaii. And I took a boat out of Maui in a place called Lahaina, and you go a little bit north from there over to an island called Molokai. And off the east shore of Molokai, there's this little pinnacle that stands up. And the day we went diving, there was a huge storm that was brewing, and there was an 8-foot swell and pitching everywhere, lots of wind. We were all turning green, kind of like Keelan's hair. And so what happened, we got up there and we got on the back of the boat, and the pinnacle kind of had one spot that keeps in the shadow of the whole place, so that the wind doesn't really take care of anything there. It's nice and calm. The boat pulls in, we all lined up with our stuff on and our cameras and things, waddling out like a bunch of penguins. And then just when we got to the calm spot, they gave us about 15 seconds to run off the back of the boat. And I jumped on it. I get down and we drop a bit and we go down to about 40 feet, and there are 50 hammerhead sharks just swimming around us. Absolutely beautiful. My jaw dropped. I was so excited. I'd never seen so many in my life. I couldn't take enough pictures. I would start swimming after them, and I go down and I'm taking picture after picture after picture. And I look down and I'm getting a close shot of this one shark, and he kind of comes up closer to me, and I look back up and I realize above me is a big ball, a bait ball. A herd of divers. And I realized that I am that slow gazelle. I'm the one that's away from the whole herd. Scared to death, I swim back up to the ball of divers and get up there and calm down, relax a bit. And then, so I get there and think, oh, good. So after about 40 minutes goes by, boat comes back in to pick us up. But the problem is getting back in the boat's a little different than jumping off. We can't all jump back on the boat quite so fast. And the boat comes into a spot and you can only pick up about 5 people at a time. And so he gets the first 5 divers on and he drifts out of the area. And as you get up there, you have to kind of watch for the boat and watch for the back of it. And these big whirling propellers are actually way more scary than the sharks. So you keep looking down at the sharks. Every time you look at the shark, they know you're looking at them. And they see you looking. And they'll veer off. Because they don't want to, they don't know about these whole diver things. They're a little scared of those. So they see that and then they go off. But as the other people went off, then we only had 5 people left. Now the sharks are kind of curious. So the sharks go around there circling and circling, get a little closer, a little more curious. And there's another thing that you don't think about. Before you can get onto the boat, you got to take your fins off. Once you take your fins off, you've got all this junk on you, you cannot move around much. And you keep looking down, every time you look down, the sharks are getting closer, circling closer, closer, around, around. And finally, with 50 pounds of stuff on my back, I crawled up that ladder faster than I ever had in my life. And even with that, I still felt like sharks are friends. You just gotta watch them. Thanks. That's all.